And I'm back. Back on the air. We had technical difficulties, but we are back in business, baby. I just gotta add my buddies back. Carson Bates. Oh no, that's not his channel name. There you are.
We up and going?
Yes.
What's up?
What's happening, Eric?
Nothing, Leba. How's life?
Not much. I was actually thinking a lot today about do you think it would be possible for us to I'm trying to think of a way to talk around this. Like we were talking about doing something, going
Okay,
some.
let's not reveal too much. Okay.
We were talking about doing something.
I know. Let's
That's
just
all
talk
I'm
about
gonna
it
say.
another time. Let's just talk
No,
about
no,
it
no,
in
no, no,
another.
no. Do you think it would be possible for us to make a video before that, like in a couple days, or no?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like it would all depend on the day. Like just saying in a couple days doesn't really do anything for me. It all
All
depends on the
right.
day.
I just it's all once we get okay. I'm not gonna say what it is, but just like
Of course.
once we get confirmation, then we could just chug ahead and shoot as much as possible. Because I had a good idea of a video to shoot before it.
I think it might be easier to get Cyrus here.
Yes, that would be amazing. Possible.
So
Anyway,
we might be seeing a Cyrus return real soon.
yes. Oh wait, so you said um, you're gonna try to get Cyrus? You say?
Yeah, it might be possible. We'll see.
Oh yes! Oh my god! Even if we don't get to, never mind. I'm not gonna.
I feel. We could do another one with Jake pretty soon.
Yay! Like we gotta get the whole gang: Jake, Lestat, and Cyrus. Oh, that'd be perfect. And then we could, I don't know, maybe bring Jackie along too.
I want corn right now for some reason, dude. I just really want some corn.
You want to watch porn? Well,
Sure, dude. I knew you'd revert to that. I want fucking canned corn for some reason. I want to heat up canned corn and just eat it.
someone said
Doesn't that
Alex.
sound delicious right now?
Yeah, we are live.
Oh shit!
Someone said Ashley, or someone said Alex do another video with Ashley or Megan. They're fun as fuck. I agree, they are. They're really cool people.
Yeah.
Who's Ashley and Megan?
Megan is the girl I was telling you about. Ashley is that.
So that could have been anyone.
Ashley is the girl I went to prom with last year.
Oh, okay. I don't remember faces, but I remember people.
You remember names? You're saying?
No. I just remember. No, I guess I don't remember anything, and I don't know anything. So, how many viewers we got?
I don't know. Shit. I really don't know. I have no clue. Like zero.
I understand what no clue means. Gonna.
Are you sure? No, I would love to get Cyrus for another. I mean, it would be sweet if if we went and found another homeless person.
That would be crazy.
But then we help him out and stuff like that. Like we give him change and we buy him lunch and then we.
No, I don't want to hang out with other homeless people. Like, think of how lucky that we are that we have Cyrus and he's a cool homeless person. You know, he could easily be a psychopath.
He is a psychopath.
I guess technically, but not really. Per definition, he is a psychopath.
We got Austin Chase Hudson watching the live stream. Thank you, bro. Bates, why did you delete all your videos?
I think he's just explaining that.
Oh, yeah. Carson did an epic finale It was called Blu-ray Hunting Dash the finale, and then I went to go watch it one day and it was gone, and I felt bad that
It wasn't the finale. I think it said our last video Blu-ray out about.
No, it was called the finale.
No, it wasn't.
The word finale was in there somewhere.
No, it said our final video Blu-ray out about.
All I can say is never say never again.
Never say never.
Yeah, well, I said like I've said that I've said multiple times that Bradley and I might do like an update video where we might leave it up for a week and then put it on private and do that every few months or something. Just because what happened was what are you laughing at?
Laughing. I can hear Diego playing poker.
I was thinking, when you make for me, what made a video, like my relationship to these 800 people who would watch was just a camera, right? And then when I when I put the videos on private, I felt real bad because I was like, these 800 people were, they had a relationship with me, just watching all these videos or doing these things with me, and I just kind of completely took that away. So I really started to get a bit emotional and sad about it. I probably shouldn't have put them on private, but
shouldn't have, man.
What can you do now?
Yeah, who would put good videos on private? Labor.
That actually was pointless. I'm gonna put those back public again.
Which ones did you put on private?
The one that we did with Jake with the Cyrus origin story, that's like a lot of people you're letting down by not having that origin story there anymore, bud.
Okay, all right, listen. I
don't care. I actually don't care.
Speaking of that, though, I still have to... Never mind.
Hey, Jace Jackson's in the chat.
Hey, there he is. The Australian man.
Hi, Jace. Nice to meet you. I'm Eric. I like to dab and hit the folks on sorry-ass people.
Yeah, I've seen you on Labor's videos, man. It's nice stuff.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. You're lying to me.
No, I really have. I've seen you in many videos.
I love Cyrus's origin story. It's just... it's just so interesting.
Thank you, bud. I have seen your face for a little bit now, and it's very appealing. I like your I like the top that you have. That how it isn't fully protecting the top part of your head; it's only protecting the back side of your head. But from the looks of it, you and I share a similar hairline.
Mm-hmm. That's it, man.
I love you.
Not as much as I love myself. Thank you, Leva. Can't wish I could say the same about you, but I don't love you. I actually hate you, so you're a faggot.
Oh, someone said, Laybet Eric, bro, can I join the big titty committee? I'm fat too, shrunken head.
No.
No.
Sorry. Hey, How fat do you have to be to join the big titty committee?
Big titty committee.
As fat as me and Eric.
So me, Caleb, and Jace can't join this thing?
Let's see them titties. Let's see them titties.
Yeah.
Take them out. Let's go. I'm the titty judge.
Maybe if the Colts beat the Rams, I might have to show my titties on live stream.
All right, you want to make that bet? You want to make that bet? Like if the Rams beat the Colts, I'll show my titties on live stream, and if the Colts beat the Rams, you got to show your titties on live stream.
But you're confident with your titties, how big your titties are. I would need something else in return.
What?
I don't care if you show your titties on screen. You're already part of the big titty committee.
Yeah, you need to do something else, man.
All right, I will have a knee reveal video. I will reveal my knees.
Eric, you really should do your own vlogs. I mean, I do. I mean, like you did before, but like everybody look at Eric.
Oh, am I?
Eric, where are you?
He's showing his knees.
Oh, Eric, is Kimber sleeping?
Oh, he's playing that.
Oh, he's going to give us a play here.
There he is. No! How are you playing a video game with one hand?
It's actually very, very, very tough.
Yeah, that looks like a
is Kimber sleeping or is she watching you play?
She's sleeping. She has work in the morning.
Oh.
I'll hit it. Oh, flag. That was a flag.
I remember playing that game.
This game is lit. I love this game.
You know who's also lit? Lestat.
Me?
I mean, I wanted him to have like a better introduction. I mean, like from an actual video, but I mean, like that live stream he was in was
Who's this?
hilarious. Lestat, his buddy, who looks like. I told him that he looks like the emo Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3, and his last name actually is Parker. I thought that was funny.
Chase, you plan on watching anything today?
Maybe later. There's because later on the football's on, and it's like the last round of the season, so a lot of important games, and then I might watch something later.
You saw I watched Blue Velvet today.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, I know one man's not going to be happy about that rating.
I just decided to watch it today. Like, I know we usually watch them late, our recommendations, but I just watched Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
What's today? Thursday? So you still got a couple days for State of Grace, dude. I really
I'll watch it on. You know how I usually watch it on either Sunday or Monday, so that's when I'll watch it.
Sean Penn's good in it, man, but Gary Oldman steals the show.
Yeah.
And you know, I think what happened was that movie was released the same weekend as Goodfellas, and so it was just buried in history. You know,
you probably noticed my Jackie Brown rating went up.
Yeah, so okay, that's interesting because I saw that. So, what's your favorite Tarantino now?
Still Pulp Fiction because that's a 5 as well, but Jackie Brown is second. Yeah.
Actually,
well, that was always cool that you had Jackie. No one else has Jackie at number 1, so it's cool that you had it for a while.
It's maybe that live stream is back on. That live stream is live.
We weren't?
Oh, no. We're live now.
But
we've
weren't?
been live for like half. No, we've been live for like half an hour. Yeah.
I was talking about a different live stream.
Some of these people are saying Blue Velvet's the best, Lynch, and
I don't think so. Mulholland Drive is.
Q&A, so it's not surprising Layba isn't watching every in chat, but I am, Crimes.
So am I. I'm paying attention too. So.
Invite Crimes.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, I thought you'd be like, Crimes, my buddy.
And Five here says
I'm not looking at the chat right now.
Are the best Tarantino movies.
Invite Crimes.
Jingo.
And then
Jingo.
Someone said that Cinema Creek should be part of the.
I saw that. Big,
and then Kev Films is in here. Dogs or
we saw Kev earlier.
Yeah. I'm going Hawks, Kev, but I'm not confident. But I tipped Hawks. Yeah. Kev's back on now, so.
Hey, in for movies.
Yeah, I know him for movies. He's a big fan.
Hey, all the Jackie Brown fans are coming out from their hiding spot.
I tell you what,
Jackie Brown's my least favorite.
All the Cinema Bates and Movement J's fans are coming out as well.
Wait, where do you see that? I must be behind or something. I don't see. What comments are you talking about?
Well, there was a few bit earlier. They kept asking for you, and then they've been asking for me a little bit too. So
I don't even see where Cav commented, man.
Yeah, it's further up. It's a while ago. Yeah.
Alright, guys, just a heads up. I'm gonna wait about 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna end this one too.
What happened to all night?
All night, like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man. Come on, mate. Later, go get yourself an energy drink or a coffee, and you'll be back, man.
But like, if the thing me and Eric, were talking about comes to fruition very soon, tomorrow or the next day, then I would love to be rested up for it.
That's true. That's true. I hope that works out for you.
And if I'm not rested up, then it wouldn't be good. So I'm gonna have to get some rest. I mean, and I'm actually serious because there's a chance that it could be tomorrow, but it probably won't even happen altogether. But
the real disappointment, Carson, is there hasn't been any Josh at all night.
Well, he said he was gonna join, and then he never did.
Yeah.
Well, he told you that?
Yeah, he said he wanted to join at like 1:50.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna add him.
He said he was gonna stay up all night too. Yeah.
Well, so Jace, what do you think? So the people in the chat probably don't know, but Jace and I, for a couple months now, have each week we recommend each other a movie to watch. So this week the recommendations were Blue Velvet for me and State of Grace for Jace. So I'm curious, Jace, now that we're coming up on the end, what are you going to recommend me next week?
Noise upstairs.
I'm thinking next week I'm gonna go Blood Diamonds because that's again one of my
Because I just picked it up on Blu-ray too.
top 25, 30. I've always loved that movie. I think it's one of Leo's best movies, in my opinion. Really enjoy it. So I think you'll like it. I think Caleb likes it, doesn't he? Caleb, you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty
Blood
good.
Diamond? Yeah.
Dude, there's I've been thinking about recommending you a movie, and at first you're like, what the hell are you doing recommending me this? It's a Richard Pryor movie. However, it's not a comedy. It's the opposite.
Okay.
It's got Yaphet Kotto, which you love, and it has Harvey Keitel.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's called Blue Collar.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's all about like the American dream and how really searching for the American dream can screw you over, or you know, people who are having a hard time with the American dream, and it's really interesting. I think you'd probably enjoy it. But you think like you say Richard Pryor, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to write. That's I know you just like, no, I'm not interested. But this is one I think you could get into.
Yeah. Well, as I said, man, you know, for this week's recommendation, I did have a lot of pressure from someone.
Yeah.
I had a man pressuring me, but no, there's a couple the next couple of weeks that I'll be giving you, so it'll be interesting. Ian Pfeiffer's recommended you Jimbo.
I know he recommended me Yo Jimbo.
Yeah.
I think he recommended me a Kurosawa, and I was like,
that's in our tournament, isn't it?
4th of July, and then I just never got to it.
Well, is your Jimbo in our tournament or not? No.
Yes.
Yes.
No, it is. I think it is.
It is. It's in our second tournament. Yeah.
So we do this thing. Me, Jason, and another guy do this thing where we have this movie tournament where we picked 32 movies that we've never seen before, and since there's 3 of us, we all we'll each watch the movie by the end of the week, the matchup, and then we'll give them a 1 out of 10 rating, and whichever movie has the best score moves on to the second round, and then so on and so forth. So Yo Jimbo is in the next tournament, so we can't watch it just yet.
Yeah, but our participation rate decreases in the next 2 tournaments to 2 people. Just
Oh, I'll tell you what, it might be 3.
Hey,
Oh,
Caleb.
Caleb, I don't know if we can trust you yet. You got to watch like 1 movie a week first.
Caleb, you're still testing the waters as far as movie watching, my friend.
Caleb,
Yeah, I watched one today.
I tell you what, though, we may arrange another tournament with Caleb. Maybe we should do that
I
later.
would love that, but it'd have to be like an 8-movie tournament or something.
Yeah, like once
And it
we
would have to
sort of
last the whole year.
I'm thinking like once we get maybe halfway through the next ones, maybe we can start one with Caleb. Yeah.
This Matthew Duffy says, only seen Yo Jimbo, 7 Samurai, and Ran. Throne of Blood is next. Well,
Check out Dreams as well. Dreams is fantastic.
Yeah, Joshua talks about that.
Jason and I were just Throne of Blood was in our first tournament we did, and we weren't huge on it. It's definitely my least favorite Kurosawa so far. So hopefully you like it more than we do. And Firefly Lance says Throne of Blood is good, not great. Yeah, I would agree.
And Shrunken Head Production says to you, Carson, Cinema Bates, can we move to your channel once later,
well,
please?
It's 3:31 over here. You know, we'll see. Leba just I don't know if Leba wanted to do this live stream, but I think he was quickly like out of it because you know when he did it, he was like almost asleep. So
yeah.
Ooh, my Blu-ray collection video just hit 10K views.
These live streams you got to be wide awake for.
Leba, why don't you look at your chat? People want to know.
I tell you what, Caleb, this was reminding me.
He doesn't show any respect to it. You gotta keep. Leba is a lot of things, but if there's one thing he's not, it's fast.
People keep asking. This guy keeps asking me the same question. I answered it like 2 times in the last live stream. I will not get Guardians 2 now because I have not seen it.
The chat does seem to ask you like the same questions,
and like every single stream, it's just this one person. He says, "Is Cyrus homeless?" I mean, like he.
Yeah.
He,
I know it happens every single time.
no, he only says because like he thinks it'll piss us off. Because like I said that before. Now every single time, Cyrus homeless.
By the way, Eric Crime says, "What's up?"
Add crimes to the chat.
All
That's
right.
that's my 2 cents. If anyone else opposes, speak now or forever hold your peace.
In 15 minutes. So I'll add
I
crimes.
mean, you're not even talking, so fuck.
This
It's
chat
just
has
everyone
a
else.
15-minute life left, so get out whatever you want to say in the chat below, because you probably won't see a lot of us for a long time.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, like we're not. We get on yours like every 15 live streams. One of us is on. So,
You're adding crimes to the call now.
He's already here.
Eric, it's your best friend.
Crimes.
Hi, Crimes.
Oh my god. Hi.
Eric, why do you
On
love
Xbox.
crimes so much?
Because
Why do you not?
him and I share the same appreciation of memes.
Yes, we do.
Oh, no.
All you have to do is
And
look
it-
at my Twitter.
And it's an intellectual thing.
Hold on a second.
It's very
It's been a
intellectual.
while. Someone said, will you do a live stream tomorrow?
What are you playing, Crimes?
Sunset Overdrive. I got it for free with like a $10 pass.
What console you play on?
Xbox One. Because I'm
All right. I'm adding you. What's your gamer tag?
Buzzer Bluster.
What is it?
Buzzer
Yeah.
Bluster.
Tell you what, Carson, man, you're developing a fan base, my friend.
Capital B.
So what's that?
ZZ.
You're developing a fan base, my friend. They
Oh.
said you know your shit and should make new content. You know
Well,
what that means?
I like Matthew Duffy. I like a lot of people in this chat. Like Matthew Duffy has been really fun to talk to today.
Well, you know what that means, Carson. New content, my friend.
I made videos for like 2 years. It was a lot of fun. But
No one has time for YouTube.
yeah, Lance, no one's got time really anymore. Like Leba has been able to do it, and Josh, but you know, we're a bit older than those guys now, so
We got things to do.
like we're all getting into jobs now. Just trying to, I guess, move into adulthood slowly.
Well, I'm already there. But, I'll tell
Adulthood
you
is
what.
only hard if you make it hard.
It's always hard.
It's kind of overrated.
Yeah, but... Wait, so is Blue Velvet good? I've heard about it. I haven't
Yeah, Blue Velvet,
Yeah.
good dude.
It's a good film. It's not the best Lynch film, eh?
No, I don't think it's the best Lynch. Like, I don't know.
Nowhere near.
I haven't been able to connect with Lynch in a way where I really love one of his movies. And I even find myself, it's always a little self-conscious because like, oh, you know, I like Elephant Man and I like Street Story, but then someone comes at me and says, oh, you like the simple Lynch, you like the simple Lynch. So it's like, I guess I do like the simple Lynch more.
Yeah. Well, Blue Velvet's pretty straightforward as well, man. There's not too much.
Yeah, it is.
going
But
on.
you know what? I don't like that Kyle actor very much. I used to watch.
That Kyle
So that
MacLachlan.
was, but Dennis Hopper. I mean, Dennis Hopper is great in everything.
Yeah,
You could
easy
put that
writer.
guy in any movie, and he can do it.
Yep.
You put
Oh,
he's
there
in 10 minutes of Apocalypse Now, and
What's
almost
his name
Yeah.
left? Someone left.
Yeah.
we lost.
Willie left.
Huh.
Yeah. He'll be back.
That's
M
nice.
from He says, "Yeah, I'm old enough to be Cinecreep's father." Yeah, but no, Josh is a really cool guy. Like, you know, he's a really cool. I get to talk to him like every night. We play. We've been playing the Friday the 13th video game.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yep.
maybe you are his father. Maybe.
And I get to talk movies with him and try and recommend him westerns and everything else.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we could go on about westerns for hours.
Yeah, this is not the stream or the
No,
place
I
to do
don't
it. Not with this
You know,
audience.
this chat probably wouldn't want to hear about westerns, but
No. We'll do that another time.
Have y'all heard of this guy named Michelangelo Antonioni? Who did,
no, man, we
Blow
haven't
Up?
heard that.
I haven't heard of that.
Oh, it's really great. It's you've probably heard of it, like the story before, and that's because it inspired like all these other different movies and remakes. It's basically this guy who's he takes a picture at this park and he finds like a murder in his frame, and it's really great.
Yeah, goes
It's
to
crazy.
party, doesn't he? So,
The colors are great too. Everything about it's pretty great.
Nice. I am Pfeiffer said he watched Unforgiven.
Well, yeah, Unforgiven's great because it took every single Western and basically flipped it upside down. I mean,
Yeah.
for years and years, and even Clint Eastwood's Westerns from Pale Rider, you know what I'm talking about. All those, it's like he's an unstoppable force, and being a cowboy is cool, and they're like these superheroes at times. But then Unforgiven comes, and there's that scene where Clint Eastwood has to kill. He's sitting on the top with the kid and Morgan Freeman.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's having a hard time pulling the trigger, and so is the kid. And it just made it so realistic. It took all the Western tropes and just like blew them up. And that's why Unforgiven's hailed as one of the best, if not the best, Westerns. I mean, if someone argued to me that Unforgiven's the best Western, it's like, yeah, well, it's really hard to argue against that, which is interesting because it was the last one Clint Eastwood ever did. So
Yeah.
Oh, it was the
It's in my
last
top.
one.
No, it was the last Western that Clint Eastwood did later, not the last Western.
That's what I just said.
Oh, you just said that. Sorry.
Oh, look at Matthew Duffy.
There's,
You got cut out,
Hateful
man.
Eight and Django.
Matthew Duffy said, trying to watch The Wild Bunch. Dude, that is
shit.
that is my favorite Western.
Don't get started on that.
Outside of Blazing Saddles, which you can argue all you want if that's a Western, Wild Bunch is my shit, dude. That is the most graphic Western out there possible. Ernest Borgnine is terrific in that. William Holden. Warren Oates plays a great side. He's always great in everything he's in. And then you have Robert Ryan, who plays the typical side character that he always has. He never was a star. But, dude, you've got to check out Wild Bunch. I hope you like it. It's great. And
yeah, it's a good choice. Pfeiffer said he check out The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
They're just sucking up to me. That's my second favorite. Dude, I can go on about that. It's something, Wild Bunch and Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is something about the West, the dying West. But specifically Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, the way they handle John Wayne representing the Wild West, and then you have James Stewart who represents the East and civilization. You've got the two coming together and clashing together over what's right, and then you've got Lee Marvin playing Liberty Valance, who is this bigger evil that the two have to work together for. But I would argue that the most interesting character in the whole movie is Vera Miles, because she's got to choose which one she wants to live with. And
yeah, she deals with the conflict.
The one she ultimately chooses is, I don't want to spoil, but I mean, this is like I guess I won't spoil, but the one she ultimately chooses makes you really think. And I don't really cry in movies ever, but that ending of Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, when they zoom in on her face and she's like, did I make the right decision here? It's so much goes on in that. I don't know why she doesn't get more acclaim for that movie. Like, everyone knows her from Psycho and everything, but The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is just the best Vera Miles has ever been.
And Lee Marvin,
she was in that Disney movie Follow Me Boys, and she's been a bunch of stuff. But Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is unreal, dude. Unreal.
Yeah, great movie. And they're actually at the start they're going to film that movie in color. I'm so glad they did that at black and white. That really added to the movie as well. So.
This person says 310 to Yuma. If you're talking about the remake, we both are obsessed with that one.
And the original I've seen because I got the Criterion. That's not bad.
This is where like when I was in middle school, or probably middle school, that movie came out, and I watched it immediately with my dad. And when you have 2 Academy Award winners, Christian Bale, Russell Crowe.
I have a bat that lives on my deck named Christian Bale.
That's awesome. But then you have this young guy who was in Hostage named Ben Foster, who comes in and just way outacts, runs circles around these 2 Oscar-winning actors. Of course, Christian Bale was an Oscar-winning actor then. But it's amazing to see Ben Foster play Charlie Prince. And what's so great is he comes back in Hell or High Water and just hits a grand slam once again. I mean, that guy should be a 2-time Oscar-nominated actor.
M for Movie says, would you consider Outland with Sean Connery a science fiction western?
What do you think?
I think I actually haven't seen all of that, but I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I mean, I would think so. I mean, if you say Cowboys and Aliens is like a western, you better put Outland. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, you got. I think you can. I mean, there's so many movies that are westerns that are hidden westerns, right? So I mean, you could argue that Star Wars is a bit of a western.
You could argue Logan was a western.
Logan, sure. I've
Yeah.
never seen it, but
Yeah, you can.
But when but me and Jace, like we're like Jace specifically is really strict with his westerns. So someone like Jace probably wouldn't consider that a western. He doesn't consider like Blazing Saddles a western or Rango a western. So he's real strict.
What about the
They're
Hateful
more
Eight?
satirical. On
Yeah, the Hateful
Western
Eight's a
end.
western.
Yeah, Hateful Eight's fine. Yeah,
That's a good western. It's like a contained western. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to read out this comment, Carson, because I know we'll skip past it. But Doug's World said, "I finally watched the Dollars trilogy."
Oh, I love it.
I've never seen them. Sorry.
They're some of my favorite movies. Like For a Few Dollars More is actually my favorite western of all time. That's my favorite.
See, that's so interesting because that was my least favorite of the three.
Yeah, and that's my favorite because see, me and you, Carson, although we're huge western fans, we have our favorites are very different. If you know what I mean.
We do.
I mean,
We do.
yeah.
Well, I liked all three. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly for me is just it's top notch. It's top 5 western. Like when I think of top 5 westerns, I mean I've got to go like let's take Blazing Saddles out, obviously.
Yeah.
So I've got to go. And my top 5 would be like The Wild Bunch, Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Good, Bad, the Ugly, Searchers, and what else would I don't know, man. I love rewatching.
Unforgiven.
Oh no! You know what it is? Once Upon a Time in the West.
Oh, someone just Matthew Duffy just mentioned that. Yeah.
That would be probably there too.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Check out if you check out my letterbox and Jace's letterbox, we both have a westerns ranked list. So.
Yeah. The cool dude, the guy said, my favorite western is The Great Silence. You've seen it, Bates?
No, I haven't seen that one, but Jace has been wanting to give it to me.
Yeah, that's the great spaghetti western. That's one of the better spaghetti westerns. That's the sort of movie you watch after the Dollars trilogy and after Django. That's a good one.
Teachers, I have a question.
No.
In for movies is Dark Tower Done Right is a western. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't read the book.
It's funny though. In the Dark Tower trailer, they've taken the Pocket Watch music from For a Few Dollars More and put it on the trailer. I noticed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is There Will Be Blood technically a western?
No,
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so. No. It's like a drama. Yeah.
It doesn't really have the qualities of a western.
Yeah.
When you think of like the specific qualities that every western has, it is like in a location that could serve as a western.
No Country for Old Men, which was made in the same year. That's more of a western, modern western. Yeah. That's a good movie too.
Yep.
Yeah, Lance Amp. I think Home on the Range, like in my classification of a western, I think you could put that as one. I might stream
Someone mentioned Young Guns.
Young Guns was okay. Like,
yeah,
it's yeah.
Shit, someone mentioned Rio Grande. I just watched that recently. Yeah, that's part of the Cavalry trilogy that John Ford did. So that's the third one. No, Fort Apache, She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, which we're yet to see, and Rio Grande, the third one, which was actually not bad.
Lance says is Revenant Western, yes.
Yes, we put that in our ranking. It's sort of a survival.
Oh, cool. Fake Cool with Shane. I got Shane right up here somewhere.
Yeah, Shane is in my top 10, I think, top 20 favorite westerns. That's a great
Shane
movie.
is pure western.
Bill and Ted's excellent.
That's a great western. It's my favorite. I grew up with that one. So
Do you know what's a great western, Jace? Is Westworld. Regardless of like the sci-fi aspect of the Romans and evil. Dude, that movie is just so much fun. Like it's so quick too. I love that movie.
Yeah. I like Yul Brynner as plays a Terminator cowboy, if you know what I mean. It's pretty cool.
And my beloved Richard Benjamin.
Yeah, Richard Benjamin, man, and what's his name? Josh Brolin's father, isn't it? James Brolin.
James Brolin. Lance just asked about Back to the Future Part 3. This has always been that's always been an interesting one.
Yeah, I don't put it in there. Yeah.
No, Cowboys vs Aliens, I would say is a western. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like, I don't
The
know
best
why
Western.
we can say Back to the Future Part 3 is not, but Cowboys and Aliens
It's
is.
just because Back to the Future 3 is like set, like they just have that setting, but that's
It's just
because
this,
you're
yeah,
going
like I
back.
said, it doesn't have any of the quality. I guess it. I don't know. It's.
It kind of does.
It is a
It's.
western.
I guess you could consider it a western.
yeah.
Guys,
We'll
guys,
get
I
it
think
out.
I'm gonna. Guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream right
All
now.
right. Well, before
Okay.
guys, I just wanted to say that it was a lot of fun talking to you on the
Yeah.
stream,
Yes,
and
you guys.
hopefully I get. I'm sure I'll be able to. I'm sure Label will get me on here again someday, and.
Of course, Carson.
Yeah, I had fun, Labor. Thanks for inviting me.
And Leba, I'll
Thanks
talk
for
to
the
you
questions.
at some point. Eric, it was good meeting. I don't know if you can hear me. It's good meeting Crimes. Good meeting you.
Yeah.
And
He's either jerking off or playing.
yeah, so and just thanks to the
Hey.
for not treating us like shit when Leba was gone.
Yeah, thank you. That was fun. I enjoyed the questions. Yeah.
I just was really trying to fix my bike seat for tomorrow. Anyway,
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys later, okay?
All right, cool, dude. Or I'll see you, Yellow Mellow. I'm not going to do a stream, so I'll see you another time.
Yeah.
Crimes
Streamed
never does
out.
anything.
And everybody else, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.